On as he also takes some final warm-ups, getting ready to battle with Calvin Grove, former featherweight champion of the world. Well, Gatti is stepping up in weight class to the lightweight to fight Grove, but that would seem to be a small obstacle for this determined Canadian transplant. For IBF junior lightweight champion Arturo Gatti, boxing so far has been a walk on the beach. 24 wins, only 1 loss, and a world championship by age 23.
New junior lightweight champion of the world, Arturo.
Growing up in hockey-mad Canada, 9-year-old Arturo followed his boxer brother Joe from the rink to the ring and was hooked.
Hockey was the biggest thing in Canada, but with our family, boxing was the main thing. You know, at night after supper, we'd watch TV, and next thing you know, you would see gloves popping up and furniture moving, and we would glove up and just spar, you know, for the whole night.
Arturo was still a teenager when he lost his father Giovanni to an industrial accident. Arturo later recalled an old family tale about his dad's punching prowess.
My father always used to tell us when I was 21, I knocked out a meal. But to me and Joe, we were like, yeah, right. But when I turned 18, I went to Italy, and this kid took me to this little cafe, and this old man said, "Who's this kid?" He goes, "Oh, this is Giovanni Gatti's son, the man that knocked out the mule." And then I was shocked. I said, "Oh my God, he really did it." And then it stuck by me that I had to punch a ball myself. When I heard that he did that, I said, man, I'm going to hit hard too.
Arturo punches with bad intentions inside the ring, but is very conscious about his image outside the ropes. He wants fans to know that there's more to him than just a boxing tough guy.
Whenever they ask me to do something for kids, especially kids, I love kids. I can't wait to have my own kids someday. Anytime I can do something for somebody, I love to do it. And it's fun, you know. And, you know, people look at the different side of me. They don't just see a fighter, an aggressive guy, because I am in the ring. But outside the ring, they see who I really am, and it's fun. I like to do it.
Gatti's fight career is still very much on the rise. He expects to add more titles as he grows in weight and maturity.
My first goal was to become a world champ, and I did it, and now I see myself winning a few titles, not only one. But a few titles will definitely make my life happy.
Well, there's Arturo Gatti live, getting ready for his fight against Calvin Grove. And we'll be coming back with that. It's our main event here on the CBS Sports Show. And we're also going to be chatting with Pernell Whitaker. And Gatti's had a chance to train for the main event. Arturo Gatti at Calvin Grove. Gatti, now 25 years of age, stands 5'8". 34-year-old Calvin Grove at 5'7". He came in at 137 pounds, had little trouble making the weight. It is, give or take, a pound over the 135 limit. Grove with a longer reach, as you can see. New Jersey rules, there can be a standing 8 count if the referee so decides, and the count continues after the bell in every round. An accidental headbutt that would end a fight before 5 rounds would be a technical draw. After that, go to the cards. Let's go to our ring announcer, Ed Darien.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Caesars, Atlantic City, New Jersey, where Budweiser, the king of beers, proudly presents their boxing series. This afternoon, main events, in association with Peltz Boxing, are proud to present the scheduled 10-round lightweight bout. It was approved by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, the Honorable Larry Hazard, Senior Commissioner, the Honorable Jerry Gormley, Chairman, members of the board, Gary Shaw and Stephen Katz. John Greco is our Deputy Commissioner. The judges, Barbara Perez, Miss Jean Williams, and Deborah Barnes. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round lightweight bout, referee Brian O'Melia. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First in the red corner, he weighed in at an even 137 pounds. He has 48 wins, only 8 losses with 18 big knockouts. A native of Pottstown, Pennsylvania. And now making his home in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, here is Calvin Silky Smooth Grove. And And his opponent in the blue corner, he weighed in at 136 1/4 pounds. Now, this young man has 27 wins, only 1 loss, with 22 big knockouts. A native of Montreal, Canada, and now making his home in Middletown, New Jersey, he is the current IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the world. Here is Arturo Thunder Gatti. Gatti.
Arturo, Calvin, we give instructions early and don't expect them. Obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? I touch gloves. Good luck to them.
Well, Gil, we've seen 2 exciting youngsters so far on the sports show. Now we've got 2 experienced, excellent, real professionals, Arturo Gatti and Calvin Grove. Grove at age 34 knows he needs a win today to continue his career. He acknowledges as much. Gatti at 25, approaching his prime time, headed for the big money fights, and an exciting, entertaining, and charismatic boxer. Gatti in the white trunks on your left with the blue trim, and Calvin Grove in an interesting kind of a spangled look. Slips into the left of your screen with red trim.
Tim, you mentioned experience. Grove has a big edge in experience. You know, Arturo Gatti is a fairly young guy, hasn't had that many professional fights, and he's in with a real cutie, so let's see how he handles it.
Well, he's had 28 pro fights, and that's probably pretty much the standard of TV fighters today, but not nearly the caliber of competition that Grove has had. And Grove, 48 wins, 8 defeats, 18 knockouts along the way. You saw some of his power, although he prides himself on his boxing ability, and showed you his knockout of Lester Ellis with a big right hand.
Well, what Gatti's going to try to do, Tim, is just overpower Calvin Grove. 2 good body shots by Gatti.
Gatti's had 3 title fights, winning the crown in 1995. Over 12 against Tracy Harris Patterson. Defended it twice successfully, once against Patterson. Calvin Grove has had 6 championship fights. Former IBF featherweight champion at 126.
Nice combination by Gatti, Tim. Body and head with that left hook. Grove is going to have to stay off those ropes. Try to stay in the center of the ring. There's that experience of Grove, though. And referee Amelia warns him. Spinning Gatti. Grove is going to have to land a couple of good solid punches, though, to keep Gatti from just walking in. And Grove nailed him with a right hand and another right hand. 2 good right hands by Grove and good left hook to the body.
Well, they took your advice and did the job, and there's another right hand finding some range. Gatti can be hit. He's still working on moving his head better than he has as a young professional.
Wobbles Grove a little bit with that punch, Tim.
There's a good left counter back from Grove. Now Gatti winged the left hand. He landed that.
Grove's legs are a little wobbly right now.
Action first round. Of course, you don't get many goal rounds from Arturo Gatti.
Tim, Gatti has better worry about his defense a little bit, too, because he comes in wide open. He can get nailed. He's in with a real cute veteran.
Under 30 seconds in round number 1. It's scheduled for 10. Non-title lightweight bout.
There's that right hand of Groves again. A sneaky right hand.
Final seconds of round 1. Round number 2 in Atlantic City, scheduled for 10 lightweights. Arturo Gatti at the top of your screen. Circling left is Calvin Grove. Good first round. We gave it a close edge to Gatti, but judges could well see that for Grove as well with those good right hand punches of his that landed to the face of Arturo Gatti. And they got the legs tangled that time.
There was the experience of Grove against him. Him steering Gatti around.
Calvin Grove back in 1988 won the IBF crown with a 4-round stoppage of Antonio Rivera. Defended it once successfully and then lost over 15 to Jorge Paez. Lost a second time to Paez in the title fight. Then moved up to junior lightweight. Trying for the crown against Azuma Nelson. Took him 12 but didn't win. And then was stopped by Miguel Angel Gonzalez in his attempt at the WBC Lightweight Championship.
Again, Glover's going to have to start using that left jab and stiffen it up a little bit to stop Gatti from just backing him up and moving him around the ring. Now Gatti's the one using the jab. And you can see Glover's jabbing short. Trying to jab again, jabbing and getting out of the way at the same time. You just can't do that. Two separate moves. He's got to stiffen up his jab, Glover. That's his best chance in this fight. Nice combination by Grove. Punches that blocked it. Two beautiful punches.
Yes, it was actually some good defense, as you point out. They were blocked. Well delivered, but blocked by Gatti, and that's something he's been working on. Better defense. He's got a good solid jab, as you can see. Trying to improve his head movement, and of course working with Pernell Whitaker certainly helped him. And a minute to go, round number 2. There's a little movement by Gatti.
Grove got that left hand right down around his knee, Tim, inviting Gatti to throw a right hand lead.
Do a combination, and there's Gatti. A little Whitaker.
And Grove getting back into the same thing.
That's homage to Whitaker we're seeing here in round 2. Pernell at ringside.
Side to side to Grove. Over to the left. Now I expect him to come back over to the right. No, he's not.
Calvin Grove, single father of 4 sons. He has a teenage nephew who lives at home with him. His father, a Baptist minister.
There was that sucker punch that Grove was looking to land. Very close to landing that. Catching Gatti coming in.
Final seconds of round number 2. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy watching Arturo Gatti in a non-title lightweight fight. Up in weight for him against Calvin Grove. Grove has started his career as a featherweight, moved up to junior lightweight, and now campaigns as a lightweight.
Tim, I noticed Gatti's head movement has improved quite a bit. Doesn't get hit as often as he had in the past. Good movement, slipping punches. They must have done a lot of work in the gym.
Well, as I said last round, I think a lot of that no doubt influenced by Pernell Whitaker, with whom he works quite frequently. Both boxers land in that exchange.
And Grove is using what I call an up jab now, Tim, from his knee. Very hard to see and very hard to block.
A lot of Gatti fans here. In New Jersey, of course. He lives in Middletown.
Gatti just seems so much stronger than Grove. It's going to be up to Grove to land that one big punch, Tim. In my opinion, right at the moment. Gatti's just bullying him around the ring.
Grove has lost 8 times against 48 victories, and 5 of those were by knockout.
And there's that good head movement of Gatti. The form of Gatti would have got nailed by those punches. But you see, there it is again. Slipping punches. Much better boxing than he had been in the past. You just can't get overconfident, though, and just walk in because, again, Grove is a slick veteran.
Gatti forcing the tempo here in the 3rd round. Grove circling in a more defensive mode than he was in the first 2 rounds. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Gatti finding the range with his jab, and then he rocks Grove with a body shot.
Just seems to be so much stronger than Grove, Tim. You wouldn't think they were the same weight, close to the same weight.
And it's Gatti who has come up from the 130 pounds, coming in for this fight at 136 1/4. Less than 30 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Look at that move by Grove. There's that sucker right-handed that Grove is looking to nail him with.
Almost did it, Calvin, 2nd time.
Coming to the end of round number 3, the scheduled 10-rounder. And a look at Arturo Gatti heading back to his corner. His trainer Hector Roca waiting for him there with Bob Waring.
That's it. Everything's about the jab. When you get in front of the guy, don't start not to wait there. Make me any move. Okay? Very good. Soon you get in front of the guy. That jab about to work. Soon you get in front of the guy, you have to make me any move. Okay? Don't start no wait to see what you're going to do.
Well, a chance to remind you that next weekend on the CBS Sports Show, Olympic superstars Dominique Dawes, Shannon Miller, Amy Chow, Amanda Borden, Dominique Oceanu are among those expected at the World Professional Gymnastics Championship. It all starts Saturday at 2 Eastern. Then you'll see the Bell South Golf Classic from the TPC at Sugarloaf, home of the Bell South. Greg Norman, the course designer, expected to participate along with defending champion Paul Stankowski. That starts at 3 Eastern. Final round coverage here on CBS Sports. There's Pernell Whitaker. And as he did for Zab Judah, another of his stablemates, calling up some encouragement to Arturo Gatti. Round number 4.
See Calvin Grove with that side-to-side movement, Tim. Very difficult to nail him. There he slips out to his right now, Grove.
Gatti marching forward. That's what he likes to do, and he's always in good punching range, trying to pin Grove, but Grove with some good footwork, eluding the worst of the damage, but he misses with his counter punches. Now he lands a left to the ear. Neither fighter with a good shot.
Gatti had better not get overconfident, Tim. He better remember his defense.
Little swelling under the right eye of Arturo Gatti. Nothing serious. He does lump up under both eyes quite readily.
What's the head, guys?
Body shot appeared to be low from Gatti, but he can hurt you to the body.
To hurt you anywhere, Tim.
That's right. There's another vicious left hook to the body. That one well above the belt.
Next one, second point. No more spinning, Calvin. No spinning. Whoa.
Ryan O'Melia giving a warning to Grove. Not sure what that was for, Gil.
For spinning. I don't know why. I don't know why referees, they all do it, though, Tim. I mean, I think that's a boxing move. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I guess the theory is that you're holding a guy when you're spinning him, but the real good guys can just put a glove on you.
Well, because they catch. Oh, good left hook by Grove. And a good right hand.
Oh, big right hand. He got Arturo Gatti in some trouble with that right hand.
Tim, I told you, he's looking to throw that sneak right hand.
He stunned him.
He has a model.
Under a minute to go. Round 4, Gatti was definitely staggered by a big right hand from Grove. Grove lands another overhand right. And Grove seeing Gatti hurt. Now there's some blood from the eye of Calvin Grove. And he's indicating he may have come from a butt.
And Tim, they both were wobbled. Grove was wobbled in that exchange.
Grove complaining to the referee, O'Melia. And the cut is under the eye of Calvin Grove.
Under the eye, there's no way in the world they should stop the fight.
Well, it appears to be. Now they're asking, they've called time for the doctor to come up and look. If that cut is where it appears to be, then it shouldn't be a problem for him.
Tim, even if they let the fight go on, it's a benefit to Gatti because he's allowed to recover from that sneak right hand that Grove nailed him with. He was really hurt with that punch.
No question about it. You see a lump under the right eye of Gatti starting to swell more. They work on the cut of Calvin Grove.
Okay.
And Grove angry, as you can see, but it really should not be a factor.
Now Grove has to get control of himself against him because there's no way in the world he's going to outstrength Gatti.
I think the butt actually occurred before those pictures there. Grove took an opportunity to complain to O'Melia about it, and I don't think, as you pointed out, he didn't want the action stopped. He knew he had Gatti in trouble. He was better off continuing to wail away, but he also didn't know exactly where the cut was. But it's below his eye, not a problem for vision. Final seconds of round 4. Doctor is allowed the fight to continue, of course. Back ready for round number 5. And Grove is not yet off his stool. And here's where the butt occurred. Gatti gets his head up underneath. There it is right there. And he opens a cut high on the cheekbone of Calvin Grove. Grove, I'm sure when he saw the blood, felt that it might have been more serious. It does not interfere with his vision. They did stop it for the doctor to look at. He allowed it to continue. And as Gil Clancy correctly pointed out, as he usually does, the disadvantage came to Grove because he had Gatti hurt with a big right hand that had wobbled the junior lightweight champion. This is a non-title bout in the lightweight division. Actually an over-the-weight lightweight bout.
Now Grove is getting over-anxious, Tim. He has to go back to that hit and move, frustrate Gatti, and then try to nail him with those quick punches. This is exactly what Grove has to do, what he's doing now. What happens with Gatti, he gets over-enthused with his offense and leaves himself wide open.
We did hear Brian Amelia, the referee, tell Larry Hazard, the commissioner at ringside, that he saw it as an unintentional butt. You could see that in our replay moments ago.
Well, if he gets by this round and they have to stop the fight, Tim, it'll go to the scorecards.
That would occur after 5 rounds, halfway through the 10-round fight. It's not likely they would stop it in this where the cut is.
Again, it's not in a dangerous spot. There's that right hand again, Tim.
And another one.
And again.
Gatti fires back, but again,
he's getting nailed with those right hands, Tim.
Something Tracy Patterson could not do. Grove is much busier than Patterson was, but again, he's found the openings.
Again, this Gatti is a tough guy, Tim. He's a power puncher. The worst thing that Grove can do is to forget his boxing and start to slug with it. There it is again.
He's timing his right hand perfectly and landing it at will. Final seconds of round 5. Another good round for Grove. Now, Arturo Gatti blasting away to the body. You just can't back this guy up. Even when he's been hurt, he'll continue to come forward. And a big left hand landed, a winging left hand, and that jolted Calvin Grove. Both fighters landing at that exchange. Tremendous action in round number 5. Under 30 to go. Remember, there was a delay at the beginning of this round.
Tim, you have to give Grove all the credit in the world. He's taking some bombs this round, and he's really firing back. He knows this may be his last fight.
Now he has a cut over the right eye of Arturo Gatti, and that one could be trouble.
That looks like a bad cut, Tim.
Right on the eyebrow of Arturo Gatti.
That is in a bad spot, Tim. They got some work to do in the corner.
There's the end of round number 5, and Arturo Gatti will have Joe Souza busy between rounds here, trying to patch up that cut because this one will bleed into his eye.
Okay. I gotta take a look at that cut.
The doctor and the state inspector in there to check it out as well. Tremendous action in the 5th round of the scheduled 10-round non-title bout. Let's go back into some big right hand there by Grove. Literally threw himself off balance with the impact of his shot to the head of Gatti. Brian Amelia, the referee, finds it rough in there as well. Look at that one. That was below the belt. Shot from Gatti to the referee, Amelia.
That was the same kind of a punch that Mickey Ward, miracle punch that he landed and won a fight. He knocked out Sanchez.
Well, this time it was the referee who took the shot, Brian Amelia.
It was to the kidneys, Tim. He's got tough kidneys.
Former boxer himself, Brian Amelia.
And he was a tough heavyweight in his day, Brian Amelia. Very tough.
We're into round number 6. Calvin Grove has come on in rounds 4 and 5, and he has opened a cut. We'll see whether cutman Joe Souza is able to stanch the flow of blood over the right eye of Arturo Gatti. Non-title lightweight fight. The IBF junior lightweight champion Gatti getting all he can handle from the veteran Calvin Grove. Grove on the left of your screen. Gatti just doesn't worry about defense when he gets hurt. He just keeps coming forward with more offense.
But, you know, Tim, you have to give Grove credit. When Gatti's landing him now, he's firing right back.
34-year-old Calvin Grove from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, former Philadelphia Golden Gloves champ.
And there was that sneak right hand by Grove again. He came back with the left hook.
Left hand is blocked by Gatti that time from Grove. Grove, excellent concentration in this fight.
All those years of experience, Tim. There, that slight move to the right again. There it is again, Tim. He's showing Arturo Gatti moves that he's never seen before.
Well, he's an admirer of the old great Sugar Ray Robinson.
Big right hand by Grove again. Right on the button.
Calvin Grove thinks that those styles are overlooked, and that's what he wanted to show Arturo Gatti today, and he's doing it. Boxing and punching.
They did a good job on Gatti's eye between rounds. It was starting to flow blood again, but not that much.
Blood on the trunks of both fighters. The cut under the left eye of Calvin Grove, not a problem for him, but Gatti will have some vision problems. Under a minute to go in the sixth.
You can see Grove with that side-to-side movement. It really is confusing Gatti. There he is again. To the left, back to the right, left, right. Again, look at this movement of Grove.
Both fighters in excellent condition. He's 34 years old, and he's been dancing like that for 6 rounds. Another apparent low blow from Gatti. No warning from O'Malley on it. Under 30 seconds we go. And there's a left hand, a winging one from Gatti that grazed the face of Grove, and he lands another one. Cut bleeding from the face of Calvin Grove, and the cut over the eye, and then Gatti lands a big body blow. That shook Calvin Grove, and his mouthpiece came out. No, it's Gatti's mouthpiece that's out. And the bell sounds to end round number 6.
U.S. gold medalist Mia Hamm spends 90
Number
minutes.
6, you'll see the mouthpiece come out from Calvin Grove. From Gatti, pardon me, on the right hand from Calvin Grove. And Gilly's been very effective with that right throughout the fight.
Well, again, Tim, he more or less suckers Gatti into it because he allows Gatti to be aggressive. Gives the impression that he's running, and then all of a sudden he'll just stop and wing that right hand. And boy, it has been effective.
Well, I've got it tied at 3 rounds apiece here at this point into the 7th, the way I see it. Gilly, you with me or against me here?
No, I have Gatti slightly ahead, Tim, because of his aggressiveness. And the fact that his work ethic. He's throwing a lot more punches than Calvin Grove. Basically the difference.
Round 7 scheduled for 10, a non-title lightweight fight over the weight for the junior lightweight champion Gatti. Again, Joe Souza doing a good job on that cut of Gatti's between rounds. Has it closed at the moment. And likewise in the Grove corner, not much blood from that cut under his left eye.
Again, Grove is fighting with his left hand down around his knee, Tim. And then he'll bring it up as he just did then to land that left jab.
Calvin Grove has been willing to wing when necessary, slugging with the slugger. And he gets a warning for low blows from Brian Amelia. Now there's blood from that cut on the face of Grove, but he lands another right hand. Gatti trying to find the range with the jab again. It's such an effective jab when he does get there, but Grove is a lot harder to hit than most of the guys he's faced.
And again, he's threatening with that right hand, Grove. You just can't walk into it.
Gatti's best victories are coming twice against Tracy Patterson, Pete Tolliver, Jose Sanabria, Wilson Rodriguez, one we showed you a clip of before the fight that he had to get off the floor to win that battle.
Down twice in that battle.
But Grove, comparatively, has been in with much higher caliber of competition. And he's giving Gatti a look at that level of boxing in this fight.
Yeah, both fighters' mouths are wide open now, Tim. This has been a grueling fight. Again, you think this would favor the younger guy, but Grove is showing a lot.
Grove, as we said at the outset, a real professional, along with Gatti. There's a solid left jab that caught Grove off balance. Under 30 seconds we go. Two well-conditioned fighters showing that kind of work, preparing for a big fight.
What the hell? There was a move I never saw before.
Final seconds of round number 7.
It's a very ugly dandelion. If you're going to find a dandelion...
Well, we are back for round number 8, but there will be no round 8. Calvin Grove unable to continue. We're trying to read his lips. We'll certainly go in and ask him directly. It sounded as though he was telling his corner he couldn't see. Now remember, that cut is underneath the left eye, but it may have had some impact. There's a doctor giving him a test. The doctor came up. Grove apparently said he couldn't see, was unable to come out for the 8th round, and so Arturo Gatti will be the winner. A TKO, but Arturo Gatti knows full well he has been in a real brawl here against a game and talented veteran Calvin Grove. And we'll be back with the official announcement of this fight in just a moment.
When Sports Cream.
We're back live in Atlantic City, and for the official announcement of the stoppage of the fight, let's go to ring announcer Ed Darien.
From Caesars, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Dr. Earl C. Shaw has advised referee Brian O'Melia to stop this bout at the end of the 7th round. And the winner by a TKO, Arturo Thunder Gatti. And how about a nice round of applause for Calvin?
Arturo Gatti and Calvin Grove, and it's Arturo leading the applause for Calvin Grove, unable to continue at the end of 7 rounds. Can I get the boxer in here, guys? You mind keeping your gloves on for a minute, Calvin? Calvin.